Hey, yeah. Oh. Mm. Hey. Hey, girl. Hey, boys and girls. Hey, y'all. Rise and shine. Mm. Okay. This man told me to take my voice changer off. I was like, oh my God. No, he didn't go there, baby. Okay. He said, take that voice changer off. I said, baby, this is my real voice. Okay. I can't help it. My voice doesn't sound, like this. But I prefer that it doesn't. I don't want my voice to sound like this. I think that it's very unpleasant. So I'm glad that I wasn't born, with, a vagina. Okay, because if I only had one of those, then that means I could only receive, packages. And, I want to be able to give and slang my packages and throw them at people's doorstep, okay? I don't want to just be around here receiving packages. That's how you get used and abused, okay? Okay. I don't want to be that person. Like, no, I'm already got emotion. My emotions already be going crazy. You think I want to know, ma'am? I don't want to be over here like Mary J. Blige and here crying and moping around because some man is lying to me and so he can get this good products from me. Okay, because they be lying, honey. Like, men are so manipulative. They will lie right to your face just to get them draws. Okay? I got the draws, dog. Okay? They make bets out of it and all that, honey. So, you know. Okay? You got to protect that house, honey, from these men, okay? You can't let all these men move up into your apartment and in your home. They gonna run your shit down, okay? Your walls gonna be broken, honey. Literally. You ain't gonna have no walls up in that house, okay? Them ghetto niggas gonna knock all your walls down, okay? You ain't gonna have no food, no furniture. Okay. Okay. Thank you so much, but this just a little wig I just throwed on, honey. Like, I don't be caring about stuff like that. I'm not that shallow. Like, I don't care about none of that type of stuff. It's raining outside, okay? I'm not a shallow person. I'm an artist, so it's kind of hard for me to be shallow and give a fuck about, like, you know, um, you know, what I consider to be dumb shit, okay? Like, people always like, oh, can you do a hair, makeup, and nail tutorial and all this stuff? I'd be like, child, I don't even care about that stuff. Like, my cousin asked me to do a eyeliner thing. She want me to show her how to do her eyeliner like this, like how it's got that little line like that on the side. She want me to show her how to do that in a TikTok video. Okay, so yeah. Okay, early in the morning, let it rain. You already know what time it is. It's finna get cold. Okay, I'm trying to get all the money I can about these trades because, they need to help me to move. Okay, because first of all, when I move, I want to have all the money that I want. Okay, so they need to put some coins up in my pockets. I had to read this little boy today. Like, let me tell you, because see, it's a lot of young dudes who are obsessed with trans girls, especially when they up in their 20s somewhere. Oh, they be obsessed, okay? Like, child, no. And see, me, I'm 42. Okay, so that little young shit, that don't impress me, honey. Like that is like ew. You know, I don't like people. I don't like when people be born after 2000. Their mentality is different. They don't have the same mindset. So, you know, I had to get this little boy together because, he lied. Somebody he had $100. Okay, and I went over there, right? But I kind of figured he didn't have no money because, first of all, see, I've been doing this so long, I'm seasoned in this game, okay? And I know what days niggas be having money and which ones they don't. You know, this is in the middle of January. Like, okay, first of all, it's like this. Niggas get paid on the 1st and the 15th, okay? Like, if you want to be, okay, because, okay, I'm finna break it down for you, okay? Because we finna get you off of the scroll, okay? I'm gonna elevate you so that you could be in your own home, working from home, honey, okay? Like, first of all, niggas get paid on the 1st and the 15th. If you, now, see, if you want to be a top-notch bitch, you need to understand that the real ballers do not bring home no money till around the 1st of the month, okay? So around the end of the month, okay? That's when they be having money because they only get paid once a month, okay? If they got a set salary and they making a lot of money, they only getting paid once a month, okay? Now, if you want to be a rich bitch, okay, then you gonna have to look for them niggas that's getting paid once a year, okay? One time a year, honey, okay? Because they making too much money to the point where the government is like, we gonna have to issue your allowance, you know, once per year. You can't be getting this every week, every 2 weeks, every month. No, okay? The brokest niggas, they get paid. They get paid bi-weekly, okay? But they ain't getting paid, you know, on the 1st and the 15th, okay? They just getting paid bi-weekly, okay? So, yeah, like, okay? So, yeah, that's when I be looking for my coins around the 1st and see, I don't be caring about the 1st and the 15th because, see, I know a lot of construction working type of dudes, they be the ones that's getting paid that. Okay, they bringing home a couple thousands, but a lot of them have baby mamas and girlfriends and kids and child. I don't want none of your money, honey. You can't spoil me like I want to be spoiled. So you know, because see me, I like when it goes into the twos and threes. Okay, $100 ain't nothing. That's why I said when he said he had $100, I'm like, I know this person probably not for real. Okay, and then he want me to come drive to him too. I know he ain't probably got it for real. He lying. But I'm like, you know, I'm bored. It's slow. I need to go outside anyway because I need to go and see that one trade. And plus, I need to go get my gardening tools because I got to finish packing. Like, I'm in here packing and stuff. I have to move Friday. Okay? So I'm like, I need something to help me ease my mind because I ain't finna be in this house just in here packing and shit and not in, no ma'am. Okay, so yeah, I went to go do that, but I'm like, you know, I already know this boy ain't got no money. His ass lying. You know, if I really want to make some money, you know, I'm gonna have to wait until this weekend. Okay, okay, probably like Sunday or Monday. Okay, maybe Thursday night, but that's about it. Okay, and then I'm gonna have to go out of town too because Orlando, I'm not gonna make no money like that in Orlando. These niggas don't be having no money. I'm gonna have to go further south or have to go up north, okay? Or to the, you know, where the beaches are, where the white people live at, okay? Not in Orlando. It's a lot of hood niggas in Orlando. And you know, I don't know why a lot of girls always want to come here booking hotel rooms thinking they finna meet some trades and all that in Orlando. Like, child, these niggas is cheap, okay? Like, I ain't finna eat no meat for no $50. That ain't no money, okay? That ain't shit. And if y'all doing that, child, you cheap as fuck, okay? Bitch, I have, okay? And see, let me tell you something. Don't go to no goddamn Miami, no fucking lots. See, you one of them people. See, you just like the rest of the hoes, okay? Because see, like this what I be trying to tell them, and I shouldn't be telling y'all this, but I'm gonna tell you anyway, okay? See, when I go make my coins, I go to places Okay, it's this place called the Treasure Coast in Florida, right? See, because a lot of girls, they be like, oh, go to Tampa, go to West Palm Beach, go to Miami, go to Fort Lauderdale. No, you don't want to go places where there's a lot of people. Okay, that's just like I be telling them, you coming to Orlando, you're not gonna make a lot of money here. It's a lot of girls here already, so you're not gonna make money like that. You got to go to places where there's not a lot of girls. Okay, like see, when I go to Port St. Lucie, Fort Pierce, what is that other place? Vero Beach area. They don't have a lot of girls there, and then like the ones that they do have, they don't be all that cute. They be kind of ugly. Okay, so this is what they got to work with, honey. They don't even want these bitches. Okay, and see what you coming from a bigger city and being on top of your game with your hair and your makeup and your fashion. You finna go to that little small ass town and slay the fuck out them hoes. And now you finna make buku coins because these people got money saved up in their bank accounts. Okay, so when they come to see you, they're withdrawing money from their bank. They're not taking money from their paycheck. Okay, they taking money from out of their bank account, which is gonna be up in the hundreds. Okay, now you making two, three, four, $500 off of one person. Okay, that's what you want to do. You don't want a nigga coming to your hotel room talking about I got $50. You don't went out of town just for a nigga to come pull up on you with $100 or $50 or $70. Bitch, You supposed to be going out of town and making thousands of dollars, bitch. Okay, you could make hundreds where you live at. Like, why are you settling for less? What? No. And then you want to go to a place that's already popular with a lot of other hoes who already cheap. They already done set the tone, bitch. Like they not gonna come and give you no high ass amounts of money when these hoes over here is thirsty as fuck. So they gonna eat the fuck out of the meat for less and cheaper than you. Okay, and see, I can tell when one of my trades been to a cheap ass bitch because they think I'm finna do all this crazy ass shit, and I be like, you know what I'm not finna be gagging and spitting and doing all that. Are you crazy, bitch? You think I'm finna have this slob dripping all on my clothes and all over me? And bitch, oh hell no, you not paying me enough money to do all that, honey. I'm not running. I'm not tricks. I'm not ebony. Bitch, okay? No, ma'am. Like, child, please. So, yeah. But yes, you got hoes that be out here on drugs, and I'm serious though because you got to be a diamond, okay? You can't be no ebony or no runny or no tricks because these hoes be out here on drugs, okay? That's what you got to keep in mind. Don't see you got to think about the other hoes. Like, don't always just think about like it's just you. Think about the other hoes and what they do, okay? In comparison to you. Okay, these bitches be up here doing powder to stay up all night. Okay, popping pills. Okay, I mean BBLs, fake titties. Okay, you got to think about this shit. I ain't got no fake fucking titties. Okay, my titties look good as hell. And niggas always be like, oh, I love your titties. They so soft. It ain't that fake shit. Think about, see, reason why I do the opposite of what a lot of bitches do because what you want to do is be that exotic woman. You don't want to be the regular like all the rest of these hoes. You want to be different because what a nigga want when they looking online, they looking for the bitch that's different. They not looking for the bitch that is the best of all the hoes. Like no. They not looking for the bitch that looks, like, oh, this one looks the closest to Nicki Minaj. Like, no. That's not what they looking for. They looking for the bitch that look different from all the rest of these hoes. The bitch that looks exotic. That's what they call it. Exotic. Okay? They want you to look exotic. They want you to look different from everybody else. Y'all don't never notice how like when stuff start trending with women, everybody starts looking the same. And men do that too though. But it's like when stuff start trending, everybody's looking the same. They all doing the same shit. They all looking the same way. When I seen a lot of girls start wearing blonde hair and long eyelashes, I stopped wearing blonde hair. I switched. I started wearing different hair colors. I started wearing eyelashes because I'm like I don't want to look like everybody else. Mm-mm. Okay, when girls be all online showing booty, shaking ass, twerking all the time, bitch, I start showing dick. Okay, I'm finna do the opposite. I'm finna show my titties. Okay, I'm not finna do what they doing. Mm-mm. Cause it's like they do it so much that they done got used to seeing it. It's just like this boy. I told him, I'm like, I'm not attracted to meat. Like, don't send me no pictures of no meat. I'm really attracted to sauce and slides. Like, I don't know why, but he kept sending me pictures of sauce and slides. So now he done overdid it to the point where I'm not even attracted to it. I'm like, don't even send me pictures at all. Okay, like he done ruined it for me. Just keep sending it to me and shit. So yeah, it's like when they keep saying the same thing over and over, child, they get used to seeing it so much that it's not doing anything for them anymore. And that's when you got to be different. Okay, always go against the grain. Like, don't ever follow the crowd. Okay. Mm-mm. Okay. The crowd gonna lead you to your doom. Okay, the crowd gonna lead you to your doom. Okay, go your own direction and follow your own mind. Okay, follow your heart and follow your mind. Okay, so I want to apologize to Madison. Okay, I want to apologize to T.S. Madison and her friends because I was saying that they were the ones who was reporting my live, and I figured out who it was. Okay, I figured out who was reporting my live over and over. I figured out who it is that was on me so hard and trying to get me taken down. Okay, I figured out who it was, child. Okay. Yes, honey, I clocked her motherfucking teeth. Okay. She's not me. She'll never have my name. I have. It won't be the same. It won't be the same. She's not me. She's not me, and she never will be. 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 So damn stupid. Okay. Never will be. Never will be. Never will be. Have I ever had knotless braids? I don't want no braids in my house. Okay? That ain't for me. Okay? She's not me and she never will be. She never will be. I had dreads in my hair for 10 years, okay? And then before that, I had it for 6 years. So I don't want no braids in my hair, okay? I feel like braids is for, cisgendered women. I mean, if you a trans woman, I'm not saying that you can't wear, braids, but I just feel like braids, belong to cisgender women. Okay, that's something that they created and came up with. Okay, so you're not gonna see me walking around with no damn braids up in my damn hair. Okay, 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 okay. I want some, but taking it out, okay? I don't got time, okay? I know that's right. See, I ain't finna sit there and do that. That's why I say, that's something that cisgender women do. That's not for me. Like, I'm not finna sit between nobody's legs. Like, it's just certain things to me that belong to women. Like, I'm not finna do that. I see pictures of and paintings of women, doing each other hair and then one doing the grandma hair. Like, how it is, it's like, the grandma, then the mama, then the daughter, like how Beyonce and Tina them knows did. Okay. Like, it's just certain stuff that belong to y'all that, you know what I'm saying? It's certain shit that belong to us too that we came up with. Shit, like hell. Okay. But yeah. Um, oh yeah, you know what I want to talk about? Oh, child. Okay. Now, I'm not the one to be in young people business. I really don't be giving a fuck about them. But bitch, I seen a video, right, of what's this girl name? Bunna B. Okay. And she said that this boy was she said, what did this girl say? She said the boy, like, this boy was doing this dance, right, and he was like, cat 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 cat, but it wasn't that kind of song, but that's what it was given. And she was like shocked, and she was like, oh, oh, I thought you was gonna be more manly or something, she said. And I'm like, this is crazy because you was really short in your career, sweetheart. Like, you is not gonna have a fan base talking like this. Okay, your songs already be dry as fuck. Talking about hollering in the blind. And something that women need to realize, if they in the music industry, you can't be homophobic and transphobic, Nicki Minaj, because you're not gonna have a fan base. Okay? You not gonna have a fan base. And see, this is the thing. Women support each other now. Women support each other heavily. Okay. I'm not saying that they don't. Women be supporting the fuck out of each other. But see, the thing that's gonna push you over the hill, okay, is that okay? Oh, right, okay. I ain't even got to say it. You already know what I'm talking about. You already know what I'm fit to say. Okay, if you don't have that crowd right there, you don't have that following, you are a fucking nobody, bitch. Okay, ask Celine Dion, ask Mariah Carey, ask Janet Jackson. Okay, who you think is their primary fan base? Ask Britney Spears. Okay, why you think Christina Aguilera ain't as popular as Britney Spears? They both is white girls who can sing and dance. Okay, like, for real, baby. If you don't have that fan base, you not gonna get nowhere. Okay, so she need to stop trying to be all homophobic. Somebody, she thought he was gonna be more manly or whatever, whatever. These the kind of girls that end up with DL niggas. And then she from Orlando too. And I'm like, this explains a lot to me, because it's a lot of girls in Orlando who are very fucking transphobic and homophobic, and that's why the fuck our downtown looks like that, with these ugly ass hoes walking around with shorts and slides on. Ain't now dress in sight, just lace fronts and shorts and no skirts. Okay, but want to look at me crazy because I'm coming outside looking like this, bitch. This how you should be looking. Like, what the fuck? And you want to look at me crazy and be jealous of me and mad at me? Bitch, how about you go push your titties up and have a cleavage? Okay? How about you take them motherfucking shorts off and put on something more attractive? Okay? How about putting on a fucking dress? How about putting on some motherfucking high heel shoes and stop wearing tennis shoes and slides? Okay? Ain't that's how Bunny B be dressing? Have y'all ever seen her in a dress? Exactly. But she got on lace fronts and shit, though. Like, how the fuck you got a lace front on and you got on a fucking shorts with a shirt, a regular ass shirt? Like, this don't go together. That don't go together, honey. That don't go together, okay? If you gonna wear shorts with a motherfucking t-shirt or some shit, bitch, you need to have some ponytails or some regular hair. Put some braids in, bitch. The fuck? No, ma'am. Baby, lace fronts is dress up type of wear. Okay, this is a wig that you have on. This ain't no normal hairstyle. This is a wig. Okay, dress like right. This is for special occasions. Like, child, girl, what? No, ma'am. Okay. But you know what? This year right here, I'm finna slay for the gods, bitch. Because let me tell you, when I clocked these motherfucking hoes, T, who was up here reporting me, oh, bitch. Okay, it was like a awakening moment for me, because see, oh, child, y'all ready to get into this tea? Bitch. Okay, I'm sorry. Oh, Lord, I had to stop being ratchet. Okay, let me calm down. Whew, because okay, like, this a little emotional for me, because see, this is when I had started therapy, right? When I let me calm down. I had to calm down, okay? Relax, Capri. It's okay. It just made me oof, the tears about to come out. I'm sorry, y'all don't know how oof I just get in like okay, because see, I need to hit my blunt. Like, see, okay, it was one of the dolls, right? And she an older queen. Now, see, oof, hold on. Okay, I had to hit my blunt. I'm about to cry. Okay, because, damn. Okay, like it's this one queen, right? Her name Aja, and she the oldest queen here in Orlando. She was the first one to transition in Orlando, and when I was young, she really took me under her wing because it was other hoes out there. They used to try me. I didn't really know how pretty I was and stuff like that. I didn't really know my self worth, and so they used to jump in front of cars in front of me, try to upstage me. Talking about why she out here. I don't see how she making her money. So Aja, right? Aja was like, baby, you got to stop letting them do that to you. Like, don't let them hop in front of cars in front of you. Don't let them do this. She used to teach me stuff and tell me stuff. But see, Mulan, okay, Mulan is her friend. Mulan and Aja are best friends, okay. But see, Mulan, she's like the opposite of Aja. Like Aja is so nice and so pleasant to everybody. She got a BBL. She was the first one to get a BBL to have fake titties. But Mulan, okay, I had to keep it cute because they be saying I'm bullying and harassing people. But she's tall. Okay, she's tall and she's not passable at all. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say. Okay, she's tall and she's not passable at all. When I seen Aja working in Walmart when we had COVID and she had that mask on over the bottom of her face, baby, I didn't even know Aja was a trans woman. I thought this was a woman walking up to me, acting all friendly like she wanted to hug me. And I'm like, who the fuck this is? I don't know these people. You know? Child, Aja was working in that Walmart, and I was like, oh, she looked so fish and so fierce, honey. She was in there slaying for the gods with them jeans on. I'm talking about that BBL was looking so, oh, baby. I'm talking about, oh, it was looking so shaped up and so right. Oh, she was looking good. I'm talking about the fake titties, everything. Her body was so T in that goddamn Walmart uniform. Okay, up there helping people in their checkout lines and shit. Okay, hardly doing no work, just walking around modeling. Okay, but yeah, so that's the type of person that Aja is. But Mulan, oh no, baby, she's the opposite. She's mean as fuck. Okay, and see, this why I was about to cry. Okay, because when I was in therapy, right? Okay, now we gonna get into this. Okay, I'm not leaving no names out because I just cannot do that. I can't be fake. Okay, I try very hard, but I just can't. Okay, now I got this caseworker named Patrick. Okay, and my doctor too. This white lady, she my doctor. Okay, and I told y'all before that when I first started going to the doctor and I first started taking hormones, I had gonorrhea. Okay, that I had caught from this trade, who I had fell in love with and stuff, and he fell in love with me too. But his baby mama, him, and you know what I'm saying? They had a situation going on. Okay, and that's how I clock that to you, because that's how I'm like, I ain't sleeping with a lot of people. I'm like, and I wasn't sleeping with a lot of people, especially not unprotected. So I'm like, well, how the fuck did I get gonorrhea? And then it was in all three places. And see, the thing about having an STD, if you catch it in one place, it's not gonna travel all throughout your body. It's gonna stay infected in that one area. Okay, so I'm like, well, how the fuck did I get infected in all three areas, bitch? Like, this is sweat. So I knew it had to come from him because we was doing any and everything with each other, okay? We was in love with each other. He slept in my bed and all, driving my car, all that shit. Okay? So, when I heard this doctor and I heard Patrick, the case manager person, he the counselor. He not a case manager. He's a counselor. Okay. And he and she were talking about me in the next room. They didn't know I could hear them. Okay. They was dragging me in that motherfucking room. I'm like, these bitches is in this motherfucking room dragging me, reading me for filth. I feel so embarrassed because I'm coming here for help. I didn't know I had, no STD, and they judging me as if I'm just some nasty hooker asshole, and plus, see, I was appalled too because I'm like, how did I get, gonorrhea and I not have any signs and not have anything showing? I ain't have no smells, I ain't have no leakage or none of that stuff. I didn't see no signs or nothing. Okay. And then on not only that, I know that you have to catch chlamydia first. It's supposed to be chlamydia, then gonorrhea. So I'm like, how the fuck did I go from chlamydia to gonorrhea with no signs and nothing showing me at all? Okay, that's how I clocked T and knew that you came from this boy. But you know what I'm saying? I should have still been protecting myself anyway, so I can't just blame it all on him. But yeah. So I heard these bitches in there dragging me for filth and everything like that. So that's when I had to get a counselor and everything because I was really spiraling down. That's what made me start seeking hormone therapy in the first place because I knew that it was something going on in my brain that I couldn't figure out. So I knew I needed outside help. Okay, that's when I sought therapy, and the doctor told me that I should try these programs where it was like a lot of the girls and stuff talking and everything. But I'm like, I'm kind of shy. I don't want to talk to these people. This is like a problem that I'm not really willing to share with other people like that. So I'm just gonna try to do this on my own. But he recommended me to go to this hormone therapy doctor, and that's when I started going to them. And then they tested me for everything before they could start hormone therapy. And that's when I heard them talk about me in the other room. But then the dude Patrick, the counselor, right? He recommended me to see a therapist. Okay, so when I was talking to this therapist and everything, she was talking to me about the workplace and everything because I don't want to work. I told her I'm traumatized by my last job and a lot of other things too. And plus, I want to work on my artwork. And if I'm working for other people, I'll never have a chance to work on my paintings. My music is not coming out that good because I'm always working for other people. I don't have time to even write songs and really listen to the songs and edit the songs and stuff the way I really want them to sound. So, that's what, like, okay. So I'm like, I'm gonna have to do this. But see, um, my money was slowing down because like I said, I wasn't in the right headspace. So I wasn't even, thinking about how to take my pictures. I wasn't thinking about how to sell and advertise and stuff. I wasn't doing my shit right. I wasn't on my hustle. So my money wasn't coming in. I was getting behind on bills. So that's when I asked Patrick to help me, so I can get a job and everything. And see, this where Mulan comes into the picture. Okay, because Mulan was in charge of helping, the trans girls get jobs. She was in charge of helping them with job placements. Okay, now this is the hooker hoe who is friends with Aja. Okay, now, one time when me and it was with me and one of my friends, and we was out on, you know what I'm saying? What you know what I'm saying? Okay, we was out there, and we looked so much alike that people called us sisters. That was my sister. You know what I'm saying? We came out on the block. We had our mini skirt dresses on with our tennis shoes. And they used to be like, "Oh, why y'all ain't got no heels on?" But it's because we was jumping in and out of cars so much, baby. We didn't have time for no high heel shoes. Okay, we started wearing tennis shoes that matched our dresses, which actually changed the game out there because now a lot of girls out there be wearing tennis shoes with dresses. Okay, but see, my friend had got into it with Mulan. They had exchanged words, but Mulan was jealous because she didn't like us coming out there taking over the beat like that, honey. She was jealous. She an old queen. She seasoned. She even got her living, arrangements on the beat. Okay, so she wasn't feeling that me and him coming out there taking over on the beat because we was boys at that time. We wasn't no trans women. We was boys, flat chested, okay, with tennis shirts, it's tennis shoes, and and dresses and tennis skirts and shit. Okay, because I used to tell my friend, baby, we got to wear skirts that flare out. We don't have hips, so we need to wear tennis skirts, and we was looking cute as fuck. But child, Mulan, I told Patrick, I said, Mulan is not going to help me. Okay, because what she's gonna do is she's gonna associate me with that friend. Okay, even though I've never said anything to Mulan ever, I think I spoke to her a couple times and said hey, but that was about it. Okay, but she don't know me like that. She gonna think that I'm him. She gonna think we the same person because me and him look so much alike. And people, like I said, they called us sisters. Everybody said we were sisters. We was always hanging around each other. We was always together. So she gonna associate me with him. And what did she do? Like, okay, Patrick told me, He said, okay, just give her a call and everything. Mind you, now Patrick was talking about me with the goddamn doctor. Okay, so I don't have a big trust with him either. Okay, so you know what I'm saying? And he's a gay man, and I heard him talking and shading me with this doctor like that. So I'm like, that's not right. Okay, because he part of my community, so you should be sticking with me and not talk about me and slandering my name with this doctor, and I can hear y'all in the next room. Okay, so I told him Mulan is not gonna like me. She ain't gonna help me find no job. I already know this. And see, with me going through all this depression and spiraling down and trying to get my life together and trying to get my mentality back straight, this was important for me. I'm like, I don't have food in my house, bitch. I'm getting behind on bills. I'm losing weight. I'm looking a mess. I'm not making no money. And this person is not finna help me find no job. Okay. So I took it. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna try it anyway. You said just give her a call, this and that, but I'm telling you, she not gonna help me. Okay. I'm telling you this right now. So make a mental note of it. I called this bitch, left a voicemail. Okay. I got a call back, but it was more so a call like, you know, um, oh, I'm gonna call you when I get free time type of call. Oh, I'll call you later on, or some shit like that. And I'm like, okay, now see, this bitch be still standing outside on the beat with her titties out. Okay, so if she's doing this, and I know that she got niggas texting her all day long, cause I be having niggas texting me playing on my damn phone. So if she's standing outside, okay, with her titties out, I know she got hella niggas that's texting her, playing on her phone from different numbers, trying to get her to send pictures, just doing all kind of shit. And plus, I heard that she got an 11-inch beat. Okay, and these niggas be thirsty for meat. So I'm like, this person is not gonna pay attention to her phone like that. She ain't even gonna remember who I am. Like, she's got other things going on. Cause that's just like with me. It's so many niggas that be texting me. I can't remember everybody that's texting my phone and stuff. So, child, I told Patrick, okay, he was laughing, thinking it's a key. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I told you that she don't like me. I told you she wasn't gonna help me find no job. I told you, honey. I told you. Okay. So, I said, I came to my senses and I said, you know what? I'm gonna have to put my big girl panties on and I'm gonna have to get my shit together because Patrick not finna help me. Mulan not finna help me. This bitch around here hating on me. That's why she not responding to my messages and I'm leaving voicemails. I'm sending text messages. Okay. But she got fired from that position eventually because of, because I told them, like, I mean, and she can't be discriminating. You supposed to be helping the trans girls find job placement, and you over here, not helping me, bitch, because you got some kind of grudge and all this dumb shit. So, I said, okay, it's time for me to put my big girl panties on. I'm gonna have to get in front of this camera, take these motherfucking pictures right, advertise, honey. I'm gonna have to advertise this product so this product can get sold, okay? Because, like, no, ma'am. And see, I said, if it's a bitch like this who way older than me and she hating on me and she don't want to see me prosper, okay, it's time to slay this hoe. Okay, it's time to slay this hoe. Like, bitch, your best friend is Asha. She told me not to let bitches like this do stuff like this to me. Okay, and I don't give a damn about because you her best friend. I'm finna slay your ass too, bitch. Okay, it's time for me to slay every last hoe in Orlando. Okay. So yeah, now here I am a whole year later, getting ready to move, and got to watermark my pictures and shit because bitches be using pictures of me. And see, when I thought that it was Madison and her minions taking me down, or trying to take me down and reporting me, all along, it was this bitch. Okay, it was this bitch, and it's another bitch too that I don't like, who I don't fuck with too. I ain't even gonna mention her name, but it's a few of them. Okay, but the thing is, see, this is what made it all come together for me because see, this is TikTok is very messy. Okay, TikTok is very messy. So let me tell you something. Okay, If a bitch come on your timeline that you know in real life that you do not fuck with, who number you don't have in your phone, and this bitch just all of a sudden just came on your timeline totally unprovoked, you ain't seen nothing that's relative to this bitch or nothing. Okay, this bitch been on your page, ho. Okay, this bitch been watching your videos. Okay, you want to know how I know? Because see, a lot of people think I'm just some dumb hook hoe, but I've been to college. Okay, I've been to I took business clerical. Okay, and see, this is what business clerical taught me about databases. Okay, that's how data works, honey. That's why people be buying data. Okay, that's why they're purchasing. That's why data is worth money. Okay, because data will do things like that. Data will create that kind of algorithm like that for you, especially with TikTok, honey. Their algorithm is very strong. Okay, you can see a video from one angle and you will see the same video when you scroll up from another angle on somebody else's phone. Okay, so just like if you on somebody page like that, that's it's one of my friends. He got a TikTok page too, right? And I was on his TikTok page because I looked his name up. Okay, I searched up his name, and because and plus it kept on recommending him on my page or whatever, right? So I went on his page and it started showing me videos of him, now that I seen him or whatever. But guess what? After I started looking up his name and watching his videos, I started coming up on his For You page. And he ain't never looked at no damn videos of me on here. Okay? So, yes, honey. Okay? That's how that shit works. And I'm like, this bitch is around here, lurking and ghosting on my on my page and my profile, sitting up here lurking and trying to report me. And see, this is how I clocked this whole tea with her tired ass. Okay, like bitch, it's like the thing about lurkers and haters, they won't support you, but they'll go and try to do what you doing. They'll be so quick to try to do what you do and copy off you. Don't like nothing that you doing, don't like nothing about you, but will copy you so fucking like I mean in a heartbeat. Okay, like what in the fuck made this hoe want to get on here and try to do a fucking podcast? I'm like, now are you serious? Bitch, you don't even articulate that well. Like like you ain't even got no topics to talk about. You sitting up here reading off a goddamn paper, sounding like you gotta, oh, I can't even go there. I'm sorry, I forgot I'm on TikTok. Damn. Okay. But yes, it's like, the level of education wasn't giving when she was reading off of that paper and then see, okay, I'm gonna give y'all the tea, okay, because I hate leaving out bits and pieces. Okay, I was just scrolling along. I was scrolling along, Eddie, just minding my business, okay? And then what did I come across? Mulan on my For You page. And I'm like, nah, I ain't never seen this bitch on TikTok. Why in the fuck is she coming on my For You page? Like, baby, like, I'm talking about, see, I done built up my For You page to where I'm seeing stuff that's, about a whole bunch of different, diverse type of topics and stuff. I see other people talking about different stuff. That's how I be knowing about a lot of different stuff because I be absorbing this information. Okay, I done shaped my For You page to where it just gives me endless information that, I love to learn stuff. So I'm like, why is this person coming up and then it's on a live? I don't be watching people lives like that. And when I do see a live, it's mostly like somebody playing video games or somebody playing music. So I really don't see like other people like that live. It be other niggas or somebody playing a video game or, it be stuff like that. Somebody talking about something what happened in Egypt or something like that, that kind of stuff. So for a trans woman who is, sitting up here with a counselor, because that's what she was doing, child. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, I'm sorry. I be getting so into it. Okay, this what happened. She was saying, and see, she was inside her house, like, cause I know how the inside of her house look. She works on the beat. Okay, so I know how your house look on the inside and the outside. Like I done seen inside there before. Okay, so I know you was inside the house. And see, this is how much the other punks that was in your house don't give a fuck because they was over talking. They was talking loud in the background. Like they didn't even have respect for what you was doing. Ain't nobody finna be in my house talking loud and I'm trying to do a podcast, ain't it? That's why you need to get a microphone so you wouldn't even hear them. They could be all the way over across the room and you ain't gonna hear them because they not in front of the microphone. Okay, but she was sitting up there talking to a counselor or like a therapist, right? And she was asking her questions, like, oh, some. Like the questions was so uninteresting, like they was just dull and boring. It was not entertaining. And I'm like, this is TikTok. If you're gonna be interviewing a counselor, first of all, okay, let's start with the camera setup, okay? Because why are y'all like on these sides of the camera like this? It's like one person all the way over here, then this person all the way over here, and y'all faces and y'all bodies is barely showing, and it's all this space in the middle. Like, y'all need to fix this. Y'all need to move in closer together, okay? Like, and then bring the camera closer together. Like, why y'all sitting way the fuck back there? And then like people is in the chat, you can't even see what they saying. You ain't even paying attention to what they saying. You over here trying to interview a bitch sitting way the fuck over here. Like, that's not what TikTok is for, honey. You need to go on YouTube or something if you finna be doing something like that. That's why your max viewers was only 6. Okay? That's why the max viewers that you only had in this bitch was 6. And I'm like, now who in the fuck put her up to do this shit? Did she see me online? Is she constantly seeing videos of me around here doing this podcast? Because I know you recognize my face. I know you recognize my face. My face is not one that you gonna forget. You recognize my face when you see me on this motherfucking app. And it's just like people be saying, it's bitches out here who not gonna like your videos just because it's you. Just because they see it's your ass on this motherfucking shit. And see, the thing is, see, I don't look at myself like other people, they be putting me on this high ass pedestal. Like I see myself as a regular person. Like I see myself as regular as any other person. So it's like, I don't be realizing that other people, are intimidated by what I look like. They be intimidated just by my whole presence, just how I carry myself. And I'm just living my life, honey, just being me. Like, why are you so pressed by what I'm doing? Like I ain't never like what made this bitch feel like she should get on here trying to first of all, you don't even have a microphone. Like how you trying to do how you trying to act like you doing a podcast with no microphone and then you up here sitting up here trying to act like you interviewing somebody when you barely can read. It sounds like you reading at a 6th or 7th grade level. Okay, like you stuttering and shit over the words, and then you got to keep looking down, like like child, you can't look at this paper and read that shit. Like, damn, like sometimes I don't even have to look at what I'm reading. I can just read it without really paying attention to what I'm reading. So, I'm like, I felt like she was trying to comfort me. Like, I never seen you on my For You page. It's like all of a sudden now you trying to do podcasts and shit, bitch. I ain't never seen that other hoe in Orlando do no motherfucking podcast. And I'm not saying that they can't. Okay, I'm not saying that they shouldn't, but who in the fuck told you that you should do this? You got people in the background that's talking, bitch, while you in here trying to do this shit. So that let me know them people in that background didn't tell you to do this. Who pushed you up to do this? Who did you see on this motherfucking app that made you feel like you should do this? Because you following 1,000 something people. Okay, you following 1,000 some people, and you only followed by 700 and something. And you thought that getting on here and trying to do like a podcast was a good idea for you? Maybe you ought to stick to the whole stroll. Okay, maybe you ought to stick to helping the girls find jobs, bitch. Because you know do better. Like, don't come trying to be like me, bitch. Don't come over here reporting me, and all that shit. I don't like that. Okay? And I'm not like, no. Like, you know what I'm saying? Right. Stick to the whole stroll and keep your titties out over there because, first of all, when I told this man that you wasn't gonna help me with no job, I really was expecting for you to surprise me and try to help me. You told Patrick, oh, I'm so proud of being able to help all my girls find jobs. And see, that's when I knew that it was gonna be a problem because I said, now why she saying, my girls find jobs. I'm so proud to be able to help my girls find jobs. I'm not one of your girls, bitch. And see, it's like when, I listen to people words, I listen deeply to what people words and I dissect the fuck out of them a lot. Okay. So when she said I'm helping my girls, I was like, do she feel like these people are beneath her? You think that you helping people like you above them and you're lifting them up or something because you still out on the host roll. So how is you helping these people out? You is barely got a job your damn self. Okay, who helped you get in this position? Because you don't even really know how to read that well. You're not good with you don't have good clerical skills. So how the fuck you got this kind of job? You talking about helping me get a job. I should be helping you. I think I know how to work technology and I think I'm a little bit more educated than you, child. I'm just saying. Okay. I'm an artist. I'm good at clocking T. I can read the fuck out of some between some lines. Like you not fooling me. I'm clocking you. Okay. If Aja is older than you and y'all is best friends and y'all been doing this shit at the same time for the long for how the fuck she working at Walmart in the self checkout, but you over here talking about you trying to help the girls get jobs? Bitch, I know you fucking lying. Who appointed you to this position? Okay, no ma'am. And then you want to sit on TikTok acting like you trying to interview people, and I could be wrong. Okay, I'm not saying that that I just know that this is what it is, but it's just like when I seen this, I said, now who the fuck put her up to do this shit? Is it because she seen me on this app doing this shit? Cause I know that TikTok love to recommend me to people in Orlando and surrounding cities. Okay, cause people be spotting me out in public. Hey, is that Capri? Is your name Capri? Oh, I be seeing you on TikTok. So I know, like, child, people be seeing me on here. Okay, and it's just like that boy said in that video. Some people are not gonna like your videos just because it's you. They'll see you on here, they gonna say, "Oh yeah, that's such and such," and they gonna sit there and watch your whole video too. Sit there and watch videos of you, but because it's you and because they don't like you, they not gonna like your video. They not gonna support you. They'd rather just see you falling. And then the thing is, they try to go and do it better than you. They always want to try to go outdo you. Like they gonna do it better. you know, like when I first started rapping in Orlando, cause see, when I first started rapping, it wasn't no other gay boys rapping here. They was not trying to be no rappers, bitch. I was 27 years old, and I said I want to be a rapper. I want to rap. I'm finna try to make my career go with rap music. Child, they told me I was too old to rap. They said, who wants to hear a gay person rap? That's what they was telling me, bitch. This is what they were telling me to my face. Okay? To my face, honey. Okay, at 27 years old, they said I'm too old to be trying to rap. Here I am, 42, people asking me to drop new songs. You see what I'm saying? Yes, of course I still rap. I'm never gonna stop making music. Okay? And see, this is the thing too. That's what I was talking about with rap music. People be acting like it's like a certain age or, a certain limit to, doing this stuff. Like I don't want to hear no songs from no 20 something year olds. Okay, I think they music is trash. So I'm not gonna listen to that. I'd rather hear Big Free to drop some songs. Okay, I don't want to hear Saucy Santana music. Okay, I'd rather listen to Big Frida than Saucy Santana. So I don't want to hear that about nobody being too old. Okay, okay, because see, in this lifestyle, you got to be seasoned. Okay, I ain't finna listen to no young gay person rapping because they ain't gonna really know what they talking about. I'd rather listen to somebody that's seasoned. Okay, who been out there a little bit, who knows about different things. Okay. But when they told me that I was too old to rap at 27 years old, and not only that, they was telling me who wants to hear this kind of stuff. Okay. They were like, oh, who want to hear this kind of stuff? When I had this song, bitch, I love trade. Love trade. Bitch, you know I love trade. Trade in my face. Trade got them cakes. Bitch, you know I slay cause I'm with trade every day. Every race, color, size, and shape. Got trade. That's my plug. Said he on his way. Child, they told me I was too old to rap, and those was the kind of songs that I was coming up with. Okay, at 27. I don't do trade, bitch. I don't do trade, bitch. I seen them looking my way. He was like, hey, I was like, bitch, I am a stunner. Let me know if you serious. And then when I got signed to that label, oh bitch, they was really pressed. They was so pressed. It's they the pictures is still up, but I'm on my main phone now, so I can't pull it up. I think my other phone in the room. But they still got my pictures on their damn website. It's called UAA Music, and they signed me because of my song Trade in the Trap and this other song that I had called Party Chick. And they wanted to put my Party Chick song on the radio. And I told them, I'm like, God, I got signed. You know, these people trying to get me to sell tickets and stuff. They want me to sell these tickets and get my friends and all these people. And they thought it was a scam. Bitch, when they heard that motherfucking radio, commercial, because I told them like, bitch, it's not a scam. Okay, I'm like, they're trying to see if we know how to sell our tickets and see if we are passionate about our music, because if you can't sell tickets, then bitch, how the fuck you think you finna sell your concert ticket? How you think people gonna come to your concert and want to come see you, and you can't even do this little small shit? Okay, so that's what they used to be testing us on. They wanted to know, how passionate are you really about your music? Do you really want this? Okay, and they could tell who wanted it and who didn't. You know, them people ain't stupid. These are executives and shit. They study music. They know about all this stuff. Okay, so when them people seen me on that stage, and it was a big ass stage at the convention center. Okay, these people rented out the fucking convention center and had us in there performing. Me and some other artists too that they had signed. Okay, and they was like so shocked and surprised because bitch, they used to tell me I can't rap. Okay, they used to tell me that, nobody wants to hear me rapping like this kind of music. They used to say that my music was talking about too much sex. So yeah, honey. But guess who got signed though? Like child boo. Okay, and then this other white man was trying to sign me too, and he wanted me to move to Michigan with him, and he wanted me to be his boyfriend. He wanted me to sleep with him. Okay, for me to have a record deal, and I said hell to the nizal. Okay. So yeah, like my song, that's when my song "Suck This Dick from the Back and Eat Cake" had became popular after I got dropped from the label because I didn't like doing all that stuff. Because see, when you get signed to a label, baby, your life is not your life no more. Okay, until you get up into somewhere like Beyonce status, bitch, you work for these people. Okay, you don't work for you not you know you don't have that much you don't have that much artistic creativity like that. No, okay, you can make your songs. Okay, like, and then not even just that, when they say they ready for you to come up with a radio hit, oh, you gonna have to come up with that hit, hey, you gonna have to write that song that ain't got no cussing, that's gonna appeal to the masses. And if you don't, they gonna keep see, and this the thing. If you don't come up with that hit, they gonna push you to the background. Okay, you're not gonna be in the forefront. You're not gonna be they top artist that they trying to push and promote like that. You gonna get pushed to the back. Okay, you got to keep coming up with hits back to back. That's when they, you know what I'm saying, like Beyonce. Beyonce stay coming up with hit songs. So, that's why, a label will have no problem promoting her and giving her money, but Beyonce even said she had to do one of her albums by herself. She had to do the whole thing by herself and shit. It was that one that was called Beyonce, the black one with the pink letters, okay, with partition and all that. She did that album on her own, okay? And yes, child, okay, I'm for real. Okay, so yeah, if you don't come up with them hits, they will push your ass in the background. So it's like once you get signed to a label, you really don't have your artistic creativity like that, and you ain't really got your life no more. Like them people is in control of your life. Okay, so that's what made me not want to be signed to them because I like my freedom. If I want to say, okay, I don't feel like making no music today, that's how I feel. Like, see, one day I was just sitting around, not doing shit. I was just being lazy, okay? And they was like, they text me, they called me, and they was like, why are you not promoting something? And I'm like, damn, I can't just relax. So no, okay, you got to work, okay, you got to get your ass up, you got to promote stuff, you got to be here, you got to be there, you got to take pictures, you got to do this, child, you ain't even got no life no more for yourself, like, you a slave to they label, okay. You see what happened to South Santana? He ain't coming up with no hits, and you see what Lil Nas was doing, walking down that street, looking like, and you see how stressed out he was, and people thought he was on drugs. That's what it'll do to you, child. It'll have your ass walking down the street, stressed the fuck out, okay? Singing and shit, okay? No, 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 no. Okay? About to have mental breakdown and shit because you around here stressing about trying to make a damn hit song. Okay, and it's really hard on artists. Like when you an artist and you like to be creative and you like to have fun, it's very hard to, you in this studio and you pressuring yourself. You keep revising songs and keep redoing them over. Like that's a lot. It'll drive a person crazy. Okay. Hey. Mm, 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 mm. So yeah, that's how I got dropped from my label because I was like, and I ain't with this shit. And then see the song that they wanted to promote, the party chick, party in, run when you see the party chick, party in. It's a good song and it's very good for the radio. It don't got no curse words in it too, cause that was a goal for me. I was like, I'm finna write a song with no curse words. Okay, like that was even in my head when I wrote the song, but this was before I was signed to that label. I said I'm finna write a song that I think would sound good for the radio that don't have no cussing. I'm finna make it sound real plain and like you know what I'm saying? Cause I got songs like "Suck This Dick from the Back Hoe," trying to act classy when you know you nasty. Just suck this dick from the back hoe. So, I was like, I'm finna try to write, a culture song that doesn't have a lot of, crazy stuff in there. I'm gonna disguise it so that it don't sound like it's coming from a rapper that's from the LGBT community. And that's what made that label want to sign me. Okay. They was like, they took two of my songs, Trade in the Trap, because Trade in the Trap told a story. It was talking about DL niggas. Okay. And this was like way before Sauce Santana and Lil Nas was even thought of. Okay. Big Frida was kind of popular, but not really. This was when Big Frida was still fat. Okay. That's how long ago this was. Okay. But yeah, but it's like I rather be free with my music. I got this song now that I be like, these niggas like tranny pussy. These niggas like tranny pussy. Like I can't say that and be signed to no label. They not gonna want to promote that. Okay. Okay, like that other song when I was like, she wanna be a tranny bitch with titties in the dick. She wanna get paid by the trade. She wanna be thick. They not finna put that on no radio. Okay, that's not fit for the radio. And see, if I was signed to a label, I wouldn't be coming up with songs like that. Okay, I would not be saying that, honey. Okay, like this other song, and I was like, I used to be scared of the dick. Now I get paid by the trade. Now I get paid by the trade. I can't be saying that, child. So I rather have my artistic freedom and then see when you make when you and see this the thing too. Like with Kaya, that's why Tokyo Tony. I don't know why people always trying to use Kaya music as a read. Like this lady is getting paid off of a song forever. These people using this song in movies and TV shows, and every time I heard turn around, it's my neck, my back. Like, like, like anytime you hear all you ladies pop your pussy like this, like that's all you got to hear, child. So it's like, people they need to leave that a lot. Like I got so much respect for that woman because it's like for an artist to make a song and then this song was created 20 something years ago. Okay, and it's still going on. Like it probably still gonna be going on after this lady dead and gone. So just like she said, her children is gonna be receiving the residuals from that. From that, she using this song is being used in movies and commercials. Child, So I would love to be able to do something like that, and that's what I was saying too. When you independent, all that money that you make from your songs come to you. Okay, they come directly to you. So don't let them people put you on a label and promote you and give you this fake ass jewelry and front you all this money because what you gonna have to do is pay that money back to them. Okay, and you ain't gonna really make that much money. It's just like, well, it's see, this why so many drug dealers be good at being rappers because that's what they do anyway. They go get and they flip it. So it's just like with music. That's why they understand it. Like that's what they be doing. They go and they make the songs and then they put it out. And they flip it. Okay, and then they take the little money or whatever they made from that, and then they take that and they double it. So that's why the men be able to do this stuff like that good because they used to doing that. They got that mindset already. To take this and flip it and take that and flip it again and to keep it growing and growing and growing. So yeah. But anyways, child, okay, it is 6:30 in the morning, child. We be just sitting up on here talking. Y'all, oh Lord, y'all don't even tell y'all can tell me to shut up, okay? Y'all can tell me I'm tired of listening, okay? Okay, it's about to be 2 hours. Like damn. Okay. But I'm finna let y'all go. What's today? Thursday? What's today? Thursday? Okay, yes, okay, honey. The niggas is getting paid today, honey. We finna get some of these coins from them, okay? But yes, okay. Okay. Thank y'all so much for listening, okay? I'll see y'all later, okay? I'll be back with some more tea. Okay. 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 Okay.